Alright, good morning. Welcome back, everybody. Here's another episode video of me analyzing a deal. This was sent into my looks like my saved searches in Redfin, and this is me opening it up for the first time. It is looks like a triplex. So a triplex with 3 beds units with 2 3-bed units and 1 2-bed unit. Okay, it's in Fridley. Let's look over some pictures real quick here. Looks like the landscaping is really nice. It has air conditioning. The unit or the property looks really clean from up front, which is great. Here it's from the side, pretty well taken care of. Looks like it's been professionally maintained. Grass is green, thick. Then it is sitting in front of some, looks like some apartment complexes. Okay. I like that shot. That's a really nice shot of the property. It looks like the roof on the unit, the property is newer. Looking at the garage roof, it looks like it has some stains, some missing, or some older shingles. Okay. Stucco. That's a beautiful entry right there. I like that. Has 3 garages, which is fantastic. Storage is great. And I assume it's probably all going to be separate individually. Nice big driveway. That's fantastic. Oh, wow. The inside looks really modern. Got your wood casing around your window. Okay. Counters, cabinets are a little outdated, but it'll still work. The window's outdated. Looks like it's still wood. Definitely looks functionable. I'm more concerned with functionality and safety. So this is like a B, not even a B, I'd say a C class neighborhood. So this is perfect for what I love investing in. And Fridley is within Anoka County. It is the county that I target, so it's fantastic. All right, got a little backdrop or divider, half wall divider posting there. Interesting. Pretty wide closet. Decent size. That's probably like a twin or a queen twin bed. So it's not too small of a size room. I like the bathroom. That's clean. That's really clean. Looks very functional, ergonomical, standard. That's exactly what I would have done with the vanity mirror. Simple. It has opening. You could probably put small items back there. Perfect little sink. I love that. It's not too crazy. Okay. I gotta say I do like the trim. It's a different size than the door trims, the base trims. I mean, they're different size, so that kind of offsets a little bit and puts little cosmetics into it. Looks like this. It's another unit. Okay, functionable. Great. It looks like this is a gas stove, but I did see one of the other units had a electric stove, so it's kind of wondering where the difference is. Maybe they didn't want to run a line up to the other unit as far as gas, natural gas. Okay, so that is in compliance. There's the egress window. Perfect. Fits 2 beds, so that's a pretty big room. Looks like down with the utilities. Then here's a washer and dryer hookup, so it looks like maybe it's just one unit. One washer and dryer unit for the whole property. But I'd have to look more into that. But yeah, this looks like a really nice property. It's right next to the freeway. So hopefully there's like a berm or a fence here to block all the noise. And there it is right there. Okay. Well, that's a really nice neighborhood. I love it. All right, let's go check out the mathematics, the numbers behind this property. I'm grab this. I'm gonna go to my trusty BP calculator. I already got it pulled up. Start a new one. There we go. Plug it in. And we have it listed at $615,000. The taxes listed on here are $6,400. Oh, let's go back and plug it in. 615. That's 30,000. Closing costs will not be rehabbing. 20% down. Interest rate I looked earlier was 7.02. No points and a 30-year fix. Okay, let's go down to the taxes here. I said it was 6,400. Let's put 65. Insurance annually. Let's say it's $3,000. Repairs 5%. Vacancy 5%. CapEx 5%. I manage all my properties myself, so it's going to be a 0 for me. For you, if it's, you use a management company, it's probably going to be 10% depending on how many properties you have with them. Electricity, gas will probably be in the tenant's name. Sewer, water, will probably be in the owner's, but I'll explain more about that later, as I typically do a back charge on that. So I'll pay for the full bill and charge the tenant for the difference per unit. And I could go into more details on how I do that. If anybody's interested, they could just leave a comment below or ask a question, and I can I can answer it on there. But some municipalities, they won't let you split the water to the tenant's name. So what I do is, we'll just back charge it to the tenant. Okay, so the rents here will go 3 months look back, and we're gonna do, let's say 1,800. So there was 2 units that had 3 beds and 1 unit that had 2 beds, from what I was reading. 2 units with 3 beds and 1 unit with 2 beds. So let's do the 3 beds first. And in this market today, if you got a 3-bed, 1 bath, you're looking at a minimum 2,000 average. I could be wrong now, but let me just run it and see what they say. Looking at a 3 months look back within a 10-mile radius. So yeah, so okay, so it did go down a little bit. The average is 1957 now versus what it used to be 2000. But the 75th percentile is above 2000 at 2079. So I would just use a conservative number at 1950 for the 3-1 bed unit. And then let's go to the 2-bed, 1 bath unit. It looks like the average is 1350 plus or minus 8%. That's a pretty big plus or minus, so take it with a grain of salt. There are other sites you could use too: Zillow, RentReady, Craigslist, Facebook, whatever that's available to you. I just use a quick estimate on Rentometer. I subscribe to this as well, so I use it all the time. But I do cross-reference it with the other sources before just picking this number to list as a rent. And then 75th percentile is in 1,500. So I would say let's be conservative and let's just use 1,400. 1,400 across the board for a 2-bed, 1 bath in this unit. So the total rents across all 3 units would be $5,300. So I got that by, adding the 3 ones at 1950 and then the 2 1 at 1400. All right, let's go back to the numbers on the calculator here. Gross rents 5,300, taxes 6,500, insurance at 3,000, 5% vacancy, 5% repairs, 5% capex, 0 management fees, 200 for water, sewer, $50 for garbage, no HOAs. Let's analyze this. Okay, we have a positive $184 a month in pure cash flow. Now, what do I mean by pure cash flow? That's after reserves. So your maintenance, vacancy, capex, that's the money you set aside to kind of fix up the property or whatnot, right? So after all that, even after the PITI, it's $184 in your pocket after all those PITI and reserves. So this is not bad. This is a 1.45% return. It's not good. In my market, we're looking for 5% or above. 5% is like average, and then anything above that 7 is good. Anything above 10 is great. So let's go tweak the numbers a little bit here. But I want to go over some of the numbers here. We got 153,000 total cash at close. You got, like I said, 250 in fixed expenses like your water and sewer, garbage, and then your variables, which is your reserves, is about 798, so $800 a month, and then your PITI and everything together is 5115. Okay, let's go tweak the numbers. Let's say, hey, Mr. Seller, I don't want to pay $615,000. Can we, or let's offer, let's see what we like. Let's see, hey, this property is overvalued, I assume, or I imagine. Let's do $550. So that's about a $65,000 difference. And if it's at $550, you're looking at a good deal, average deal, 4.55% cash on cash return. I mean, it's not, this isn't that bad. Like, this is average, but then, it's not great good, like I said earlier. 500, not too bad if you count per unit. If you're taking that, it's like 110, what was it? Let's just do it here. 300. 530 divided by 3 units. That's $176 a unit that you're making. So which is good. It's okay. It's not too bad. Let's do it. Let's even go change a little bit of the numbers. Let's say, hey, they're gonna give you some concessions. They're gonna buy down the rate. Let's go 6.85. Didn't change much. It only went up a few dollars. Went from 4.55 to 4.98, so 0.5% maybe. But I think in this analysis, this one is, the majority would be the purchase price. That one is a big deal. Let's say if they're not like willing to do 550, you go negotiate up to 775, right? And they still give you the rate. That was 7%. It's back down to 3.34%, $400 pure cash flow, which isn't bad. Like I said, you're not trying to hit a home run here. We're trying to get base hits, trying to build up our portfolio here. As long as you're not negative in cash flow, it's not a bad thing. If you could find and get a better deal for this, great, fantastic, go for it. But we're trying to get base hits. Once we get on base, in the future, if rates go down, which they always do in a cycle, you might have the opportunity to refinance your rate and bring more cash flow into your property. So let's just say in like 5 years, this isn't a short game, this is a long game. In 5 years, rates go down back down at 4.5%. Well, let's see what it looks like. You bought it for 575,000. Let's see what it says. There you go. 1133 per month. If you hold it long enough and you're able to maintain this and you hit the next cycle where the rates drop and you can refinance, now you're looking at a 9%, cash on cash return. And that's worth it. In my opinion, that's worth it. If you do a base hit now and you don't you can't refinance right now, you can hold off and wait till the cycle changes. You got yourself a great deal. Well, all right, guys, this is something I would definitely be offering on. It's in my market, it's in my target zone, it's in my price. We're gonna get the ball rolling and try to make an offer, and then I will follow up with the video. Once we have this offer submitted, I will let you guys know how it goes and see if we close or if they accept our deal or if they just decide to say F you, we're not interested. So, but I do want to note that this property's only been in the market for like 4 days, 5 days. So yeah, 4 days. So it could probably be a FU, but we're gonna follow up anyway. So, all right, guys, thank you for tuning in and following along. This is a great property, something that I will definitely make an offer on. Um, Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll catch you on the next. Keep grinding. Take care. Bye bye.